set, go!
What is up, you guys? It's Caleb here. Today I have a box. Well, this box is really special because no, it does not have Nerf or modding equipment or anything like that inside of it. It has a camera and a bunch of camera equipment inside of it, and I'm gonna show you guys what I got. Starting off, we have the camera. This is the Sony HDR AS300 action camera. Looking at the front of the box, we have the camera and its waterproof housing behind it. Then on this side of the box, we have information on the camera. So you can pause the video and read all that if you want to, but I'll be going through the major points right here. It talks about how it has 4K time-lapse, stereo mic, wind and noise reduction, which would really help with today. And it also has 12 megapixels image stabilization. On the back, we just have boring stuff about editing software that you can use with this camera. Then inside, we have a water action kit. Looking at the front of the packaging, you can see that it features a chest mount, a head mount, a surfboard mount, and a floating buoy grip, so in case you drop it in the water, it'll just pump right back up. But definitely not least, we have a 64GB memory card and an adapter. Starting off, I'll open the big one, the camera. We've got the camera. Open this thing up. Oh, it's pretty. Ooh. Oh, it's already in its waterproof housing. Whoa. Look at this bad boy. Look how cool this is. Man. Well, I'll talk about this in a minute, but first, before I can do that, we need to talk about this first. Instructions. Ooh, a charger. This thing. Cool. Oh, it's a battery right here. We got a battery and some more instructions. So we first need to take the camera out of its waterproof housing. So it's very simple. So we just need to pop this tab open. Oh, here we go. And then this releases. And we can, pull the camera out. Very simple. Good job, Sony. So the waterproof housing itself is pretty cool. It's a pretty tight seal from what I can tell, but I will be doing an in-depth water test later on because obviously, I mean, there's the ocean behind me. So I'll definitely be doing an in-depth water test so you guys can see the image quality underwater and a bunch of other things. So stay tuned. You need to first install the battery to do anything. So when I found the camera, this was already unlocked. So all we gotta do is pull against this tab and then install the battery. It's pretty simple from what I can tell. Alright, so the battery's installed. Now that the battery's installed, we can seal this back up. So the battery's in, and if we look back, I've already locked it in place, but it was like this, and to lock the battery, all you gotta do is like go and push it up. But then you see all this stuff. If we pull this tab open, as you can see, there's an HDMI input at the top, a multi-input thing in the middle, and then a microphone jack at the bottom. If we look at the top of the camera, we have the record and power buttons. And then at the bottom of the camera, we have a hole for the mount and where the memory card goes. Then right on this side, we have all the gadgets and gizmos to actually make the camera work. To insert the memory card, you gotta open this tab right here. And then you just need to stick it in, make sure it's facing the right way. And then make sure it's stuck in all the way, then you can just cover it back up. So I'm gonna go charge this, and then while I'm charging it, we're gonna unbox and review this. We already reviewed the packaging, so we can simply open this up, and then after taking off the packaging, we get a nice little case. And if we open this up, open it up, we get lots of things. Here we've got the floating mount for water. Here we have the chest mount, the head mount, and here's a surf mount. There's an adapter, then here's a wrench to tighten the screws for all those things that I just covered. Later, like I said earlier, I will be doing a test in the water, and I will be testing all of those four equipment with the camera attached to see if what's good about it, what's bad, and if I like it or not. So when you turn on your camera, it's cool because you get tons of different modes for actually using the camera. Time-lapse mode, live stream mode, loop recording mode, video mode, and photo mode. So here is just a standard audio and picture test. So, as you can see, it's pretty good. So I have the camera attached to the grip, and if I put it in water, it should float. Let's test it out. I've been playing around with the camera the last couple days, and I need to tell you guys, I absolutely love it, and I'm so stoked I can use it for YouTube. Some of my favorite aspects about the camera include its image stabilization, the image quality, and how durable and how many things you can do with it. Out of the hundreds of things I like about this camera, there is only one thing that I dislike, and that is the time-lapse. The time-lapse feature is not a normal time-lapse that I use when I unbox boxes in unboxing and reviews, or I use in the vlogs. The time-lapse is a picture taken every couple seconds, and you can change the setting for how often you want pictures taken, but it's just not what I expected and wouldn't help me out that much. So that's a little disappointing. But really quickly, I need to talk about the head mount, chest mount, and grip. I think the head mount is incredibly useful. It gets a really cool viewpoint that you can't get from anything else. The chest mount is practically the exact same thing, except it goes on your chest. The only thing I do not like about it though is that when you walk, there's a lot more shakiness in your chest area than on your head, and so that makes the video much more shaky and less appealing to watch. That's why I would use the head mount over the chest mount. And last but not least, the grip for the camera is super duper useful, not only because it can float taking the camera up with it, but it has a screw off bottom which allows you to put any objects you'd like into the grip of the camera, which could be really useful. I overall really enjoyed the grip. With all that being said, I highly recommend it for any of you viewers because it's just so fun to use and it is so great. Therefore, I'm super stoked that I can use this camera for YouTube, and I'd like to thank you guys for watching the video, and as always, I will see you guys next time.